Welcome everybody to another Relax and Paint. And it's kind of holiday season around here. We're getting close to the Thanksgiving in the US, and there's Halloween and fun pumpkins going out. So it's fall harvest, and that's what we're thinking about a lot today. And so I'm doing a fun scarecrow on a fun surface, and I'm going to move the camera down so that we can get started. And I hope that this is a time of the year that you're going to the art shows or exhibits and you are spending time with your family. And it's real important to not let family to not visit and think and talk to family. And when you lose recently, this year I lost my father, and so then you really know how much you miss them. So before that happens, we need to get into the season and enjoy the season, and every family event that we can do makes a difference in our future. All right, so let's get started. All right, I'm going to go to my overhead camera. Okay, so we are going to work on a burlap canvas, which is a 12 by 12. I found this at Hobby Lobby. You can get them online on Amazon. 12 by 12 burlap. It's just as artist touch canvases, and I got 40% off that. This is just kind of a fun, different alternative to do canvases. I want you to see, oops, there you go. I want you to see that we're going to do this scarecrow. This is actually a buffalo plaid that I sell on my website, onestroke.com. And this has, you could use orange in the back. You could use this for Christmas, fall, and we've even done some blue buffalo plaid in the back, which is fun. You could take it, this is how wide the canvas is. You could take it all the way down, have fun with it. But this guy right here is what we're going to do. So he's kind of fun to be doing during this season. And I just thought, I'm going to sit and do this with you. I started doing the pencil and I realized that chalk's going to be easier for you. All right. So I tied this around a stick, and I put painted a scarecrow face and put it inside with straw hanging and a hat. And I don't know if y'all have done that, where you stuff the jeans and the plaid shirt, and I sit it in the front rocker and of our porch, and it was just fun for the Halloween or for the fall events when family comes. All right, so I'm going to come up here and do a hat, and then we could take, right here's the brim of the hat coming around, and straw is going to be coming out of that brim, and I can put a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So then the straw we're going to do from there. Okay. So that just got us all prepped and ready. Now, what we're going to do, I hope I'm talking a little loud, but now I'm in my studio and I can be louder instead of quiet while everybody's sleeping still. And everybody these days is my husband, Mark, and I. Our grandson got married. We've got no grandbaby staying over right now. So, and we have 32 grandchildren now, or 31 grandchildren at this point. Some are great grandchildren. All right, so these are my colors. Multi-surface paint. I love, love, love multi-surface paint by Folk Art. And these are some colors that are gonna make this perfect to go on any kind of background. As you saw, I put sunflowers, I put a stencil in the background, but we are going to jump right in and use our 3/4 inch flat first. Okay, now I might put out some medium for this because we're not sure how it's going to go on. All right, and doing this on a t-shirt, sweatshirt, on a canvas, there's all kinds of things. I did it on a canvas board that I just showed you. Now what I want to do is I want this background to be this coffee latte, which is close to this color. All right, and then I'm going to do some shaded bark brown, bark brown, burnt umber, coffee latte, Pueblo, and wicker white with floating medium. The clear gel is called floating medium, and we use that instead of water. All right, so I'm going to come right around here I multi-loaded this. I got coffee latte, bark brown, and medium. Okay. And the medium helps it move for us. Okay, so I got a lot. So let's put a whole bunch of floating medium and coffee latte in here first. Kind of like this is how I do fabric. All right, I fill in the area and then I come back later. You can do floating medium on 50-50 heavyweight fabrics. And what you would do, guys, is you'd base coat the background, use some medium as you're doing that, not water. Okay, so just imagine this is burlap itself. Okay, this is burlap, so you could make burlap fabric work for you and then put this face right on the burlap fabric. So I thought that was be a cute thing to share with you right now. But think about making a sweatshirt. Sweatshirts you can cut the center. You don't have to sew it, just cut the center right down the front and make a jacket and make him even smaller if you want to on the jacket. All right, so before I go any further, let's get some medium and put this brown in here. And this is bark. It's not burnt. You can see the difference in burnt umber and bark. All right, so I'm just using my 3/4 inch flat brush. I'm coming in with medium to make this move better. Okay, so it's fun also. You don't have to do it solid. You can get just the effect of it. All right, let's do the rim. Okay, let's do the rim over here. All right, so I can put a little bit of the rust in here. This is Pueblo, which blend in well with the cheeks that we put on here. Okay. The medium just helps it move, and we don't want water because it'll run really quite a bit. Okay, so I also put a little bit of highlight of that Pueblo in here, a little bit in here, and we'll come back later and put some more highlights. Okay, so right now I'm going to wipe this off because I don't want the Pueblo in there. And now I'm going to get coffee latte and some white. Okay, so what we're going to see here, oops, lots more. I wanted some highlight because it's too much of the color of the background. So coffee latte, a little bit of white, and we're going to come right in here. Now, what you're supposed to be seeing on here, let me explain to you. Right here is it's gathered. I would gather it with jute and tie a knot there, okay? And then all in here is burlap fabric that you pull down, and oops, I got too much white there. Right, so we've taken and gathered it here on the bottom, right in here and up here, both places we gather it. Okay, so it's got wrinkles. Okay, now I've got some more tricks to show you about that. So coffee latte and wicker white now. So the whole brush is coffee latte and the edge is got wicker white. Okay, let's get some medium because I use that all up because the burlap soaked it up pretty good. Sweatshirts soak it up a lot too. T-shirts, not so much. Make sure you pull them real taut before you paint on it. All right, so what I want to do is I want to have coffee latte and side load white. I mean, side load medium on the white edge. Okay, so look, now down here, watch what's going to happen. We're going to go up and down. Okay, and come way up here and come back down. We want it to look wrinkled. So we come up here, back down. So we're right here, the same thing. Okay. See how I'm making that ruffle? It's a little bit longer today, but I thought, wouldn't it be fun to share with you how to make this happen? I have classes where we do this guy and put some sunflowers around. Now I grabbed white and I'm just putting the wrinkles in. Okay. And all right, there we go. Now I am going to not wash this, but I'm going to just come right in here. And I'm going to come, there's lots of medium here. So I'm just going to pick up the burnt umber kind. It's not burnt umber, bark brown some. All right. But I'm going to come a little bit more in here. Let's get some burnt umber. The bark brown didn't work as well. Okay. And we're going to come around here on the bottom. Right. Now, oops, guess what I didn't get? I didn't get licorice. So what's going to happen is I'm not going to put the cheeks in until I get the eyes in because that kind of helps me. All right, I need to let that dry a minute, so I'm going to work on the hat. All right. So first thing I'm doing with the same brush is I'm going to come just this way to there. All right. So I can get some medium so it moves a little better for me. There we go. All right. Now I also kind of came in here for the shading and put a little bit of the licorice there. We also are going to come right here. And so I'm only doing the chisel along here. I'm not doing the whole ribbon. I'm going to tie a knot and a bow, but right now we're just going to tie it up a little bit there. Okay. Now I am going to, because I better not do it with that. It's going to be a little scary. I'm going to take my 16, and the first thing I want to do is a nose. And I want a long, skinny triangle. All right. So we go right here. All right. And we can let this totally dry and then come back, but I want you to see that it's an easy process. We go right there and right there. See, matching it up there. Then I'm going to curve it out this way, curve it out this way. All right, because it makes it look rounded. One there, one there. All right, so if that looks a little larger on the other side, we can pull that there. So we just fill it in now with just the licorice. Okay, I'm just using plenty of paint because that's fine. It'll work. This is a cute face to put on pumpkins too. We paint our pumpkins now instead of carving them, and they last longer outside in Florida. Okay, so not too hard, huh? I think it's kind of fun. Okay, so now what I want to do is get this burnt umber with the 16 still, and he has a split right here. Burnt umber, you go right there and bring it down. All right. All right, and then we're going to shade around everything later, but not right now. Okay. So now I can take my scruffy brush and put his cheeks because I know where the eyes are. Okay. So I'm taking a medium scruffy. Okay. Medium scruffy. Oops. I picked up the licorice. Don't want to do that. Go back. Okay, so we just have a little bit on the cheeks. And then I am going to take my script liner. And I do all this face decorations before I do the hair so that I don't have any problem getting to it. Now, one of the things we're doing is we're going to do little stitches. I know I usually do really quick projects. This one's taking a little bit longer, but you're going to be so happy when you do your first ones. Okay, now I keep going and getting licorice, and now I'm going to go crisscross, like there's a stitch there and a stitch here, right at the nose. And then I've got the mouth, okay? So I like to make it look a little wrinkled. He kind of cute. So I'm going to come right in there and make him right here. Burlap throws it off just a little bit, but nobody's going to notice any of that because it looks so cute on the burlap. Now this, even this little canvas can go in the middle of a big grapevine wreath. All right, so I'm going to crisscross the stitches across here. A little bit of one here and one there. All right, now one thing I like to do is I can take the licorice, which there's two ways. You can dry this and float with floating medium, or you can float with paint. So I'm going to make this tin flat really full and flat with licorice, and I'm going to side stroke wicker white. And see, I worked that in. All right, so we're going to come right here. Let's get some more white, and we'll go right here. Isn't that fun how it makes them come alive? Then I'm going to get right here, and I want the nose to have a glare. So I'm going to come down this way and this way. Okay, just gives it a little bit of highlight. Now I'm going to take the corner of my brush, and I'm going to put a dot here and a dot here. And then I'll put a little teeny light up here. All right, then I give it character. Now you have to admit that was pretty quick and easy. All right, so I am going to go back to my 16, and I did come like in here. It's coffee latte and some white, and I did kind of, that's not moving. I did kind of do some marks on here. All right, just to rough it up a little bit, and those could be just white. All right, to give it highlight. Now I am going to take all these colors of floating medium. I know what I'm missing, some yellow ochre. I'm going to put some yellow ochre, and because it's supposed to be hay, all right? So see how fun he is? You can age and darken the edges if you want. You can just have a lot of fun with this. All right, so I'm staying away from white pretty much. And, well, I don't know if that's true. Okay. So I'm picking up burnt umber and yellow ochre. Okay, so I guess I did go into white and then come in here. Need that burnt umber. Okay, just pick these colors up. See, I'm right on top of it, so I have to look up to see if it's turning out like I want it to. All right. You have to be careful because that ends up being exactly the color underneath, and we want to keep adding color to make sure it stands out. So we could do yellow and Pueblo to give you a little bit more color. right. Come here a little bit with the white. Let's see what happens with yellow ochre and white. Oh, I think it needed that. A little bit more white. There we go. Okay, so now if I pick up some of these colors here and I make some hay popping out from here. Say staying up on the chisel. Okay, a little bit of gold in there. And a lot of burnt umber. There we go. All right, so we come along here now. Okay, so sometimes just a little hint, sometimes if you get this totally dry before you start, I wanted to go ahead and start so I could get as much in under the camera as possible. If you want to let this dry with a blow dryer or overnight, then the hay goes on really easy. All right. Let's pick up some more dark. There we go. There we go. See, that burn umber looks better. And then I could put just a little bit of yellow ochre into that. There we go. He looks a little wiry, doesn't he? So I'm putting a little bit of white into the yellow ochre, so it just turns out a little bit lighter. Okay. All right. So I do like to come in here and just put a little more on this burlap. I might have to put a touch of licorice. Just a little bit. All right. So now what we're going to do, I forgot some little lashes here. Okay, so right here, I just did a little sprig. Steady your hand. Okay, a little bit of twinkle in his eye. Now I'm going to come right down here and I'm going to just do a little bit of wrinkles along here with licorice. All right. Now you do this on any project you're doing or on a pumpkin itself. Okay. And we're ready to go there. All right. So now I'm going to come up and over with the 2-script liner. Just put a whole bunch of paint because the burlap's so rough, okay? Then I'm going to have the knot right here. And so then this one I'm going to do, I'm going to take white. See, streak through the white. And then 1, 2. All right. So you can make a droopy bow or that kind of bow. All right. So I just want to show you that I'm not going to really do this on this project, but I'm going to do a little bit right underneath so you can see. If I took, I'm not going to do around the whole thing because I would have done it before I did the hair, the hay. Okay, so here's floating medium. All right, I need to know if you're liking what I'm sharing with you today. All right, so show me, tell me. All right, so I'm going to pick up burnt umber and I'm going to come right over here. Just got a regular foam plate I'm using today. And I want you to see that I can come right along here with that floating medium. So floating medium and burn umber, right? With my 16 flat. All right, let's get some more. See how that gives us some depth? Medium and burn umber. All right, so see how that is? So I think the burnt umber on this burlap gives you some nice shading. I can also come in here because to take away from some of the roughness. I can come right around here on my chisel. Okay, please go to Donna Dewberry's official One Stroke group and share what you paint with me. We love it. It inspires everybody to come to YouTube, gives me more chances of more people subscribing, which gives me more time when I have subscribers to paint more free lessons, okay? But if you really want to get into my technique more, please join my membership. You can join for as little as $9.99 on my membership. So please check it out. It says join. When you click it, it gives you an opportunity to go check what you want to join. So it doesn't make you join immediately. So just go check it out. Try it for a month. You get all the past 14 months of lessons. And as long as you're a member, you can go anytime. No downloading. They're just there for you. So you can have tutorials for free, more lessons for $10, and we can have fun together. So, and sign it and share it. Okay. Love you guys. See you next time.